I was just going to say, over the longer term, I think the American government may be of two minds about how supportive it should be of technologies that can facilitate the sorts of information flows that we're seeing, despite the best efforts of the Iranian government.
Two minds.
Exactly. So in some ways, you'll see governments agreeing generically that we need to have accountability online, we need to have easy identity, we need to be able to control the flow of information within a lawful jurisdiction, and they can come to agreement on things like child abuse images that nobody wants to be able to see circulated with impunity in a government role. On the other hand, you also see, in this kind of case, the American government extremely supportive of democratizing, anti-totalitarian, anti-authoritarian tools, technologies, and activities. And in fact, for at least 5 years, the U.S. government has uniquely, with respect to Iran, through the International Broadcast Bureau, which is the parent to such things as the Voice of America, they've actually contracted with an outside firm called Anonymizer to provide a special service only to people located within Iran to help them get around government censorship. Now, that particular service may be overtaken by events right now. I'm sure that it's blocked in Iran right now. But that's the kind of activity by the government that shows that the American government has a special interest in allowing information flows there.
So we're going to see a new debate about privacy?
Well, I think we might find our ongoing debates about privacy, about intellectual property and such, may be informed now with a little more depth and texture, that we may recognize some trade-offs, that the kinds of systems that we think could work so well if what we're supportive of is strict copyright enforcement and being able to make sure that every wrong that happens in cyberspace, the person doing it can be found and possibly called to account, that those have their own drawbacks when you see how those technologies could be deployed against people challenging an authoritarian government.
And I think that's a very powerful point, that obviously the creation of new and powerful technologies around identity and networks and the way that things are tracked is an important, there have to be civil liberties protections built in to all of those discussions and rules around how that technology is used for purposes that can be inimical to liberty. I think that obviously in freer societies we're having a good debate on that right now, and that you know, we get all points of view expressed around the usage of those technologies. I think that the democratizing effect in the rest of the world, though, is one of those things that will be a great story for the ages.